in the U.S., as you mentioned, Congresswoman Dina Titus of Nevada, who's one of the chair people of the Congressional Gaming Caucus, sent a letter to a number of sports leagues, essentially saying, hey, in the wake of everything we've seen with the NFL suspensions for gambling on legal sports betting apps, give us some clarity on what the rules are here. Make it obvious to us what the policy is. And to me, it's Congresswoman Titus essentially saying, hey, help me help you help yourselves, because let's get a little bit out there here on what is being done to regulate so that others who want to regulate you are not jumping in to do it for you. Let's make it clear that you're doing a lot of this on your own in the first place. Or it might be a way to say, hey, get your house in order. And if you haven't really made clear what your rules are yet and you're not completely sure, then do us a favor and get the policies down on paper and send it into us so we can show everybody, hey, things are being done here. Dina Titus is not new to gaming. She has been in Nevada for decades. She understands how heavily regulated the industry is. And it seems to me that this is more a helping hand than it is a crackdown.
Yeah, Dustin, we take a look at that. It's kind of something we've mentioned here a couple different times on the pod. Don't want to rehash too much here, but basically as these suspensions come out and these investigations come out and all of that, I mean, you do hear some of these guys going like, I didn't really even know that was, a problem, and we've heard that a couple of different times now. So if they don't know and we don't know, and maybe even the NFL office doesn't necessarily know, it only makes the most sense in the world to have a full-on here, spell it out, A, B, C, D, E. This is what happens. This is the punishment. This is what happens. This is the punishment, et cetera, so that everyone knows there's no questions around any of this stuff. And you don't have guys like us sitting here screaming into a microphone saying that the penalty is too harsh or you're making it up as you go, because at least it's on paper and everyone knows what is expected of them.
Yeah, I mean, Titus is 100% what Adam said, is trying to avoid cut them off the pass, as they say, right? Like, let's not have the inverse of this. Let's not have the bad version of people. What are you doing? What are you doing to be proactive? And the NFL, to its credit, at least, this week just put out everything. It's like what it's doing. Here are the exact rules, and be very clear about that. I think we need more transparency eventually on what all this the player suspensions are about. But they've outlined very clearly to the public, here, this is what our policy is. And yeah, it just can't hurt for everybody to do that. Like, what exactly are we doing? What are the rules? Let's be very clear about this, and yeah, not have the bad headlines or the famous cardboard poster held up by a congressman that Adam and I like to refer to with something bad on it. Right? Let's get ahead of this, and she is trying to help that. It's quite clear.